Appreciate y'all coming out today. For y'all that don't know, my name is Carlos Carroll. What I've been doing is helping, new investors that's looking to get in and try to figure out how to start with the business. A lot of people are out here trying to sell you on buying leads, but a lot of this information is public records and it's free. You just have to learn where to look to find these leads.
And what we do, we look for what we call motivated sellers. Not people that want to sell, people who need to sell. So people that's going through divorce, foreclosure, bankruptcy, fire damage, inherited property, probate property. Those are people that need to sell, code violations. And one of the secrets in this market, because this is a tight market, we take all those levels, right? We take all these people and we stack the list. So we might have somebody that's in pre-foreclosure, delinquent on their taxes, going through a divorce, and the property is vacant. That's 4 levels of motivation, right? Because of what the market we're in, because the competition is so stiff, if they only got 1 level of motivation, we really don't go after that lead. We might send them a postcard every month, but we don't go after them very aggressively. Let me show you REI Pro. REI Pro is actually, it's a paid service, so I can actually see what the property looks like. You see the history, all that information when the deed took place. I can see pretty much the mortgage information on the property. Tax information, we can see right here, taxes $5,000, woo! And the cool part about this, what you see about this, right? You see the mailing address, so you know this is an absentee owner. And the details, we can actually see the last sales date, the last sales price, last ownership. You got all that information right there just off that one property. So instead of going all over the place on the internet trying to find information about that property, it's right here. The best part about, see where it says Lead Pro? I can click on that. I can find vacant properties, absentee owners, pre-foreclosure, anywhere in the United States. And the sweet part about this business, you don't have to play in your own backyard. Prince George's County, and we're gonna do all cities, all zip codes. And I'm gonna hit search leads. This is vacant, 3,331. That's a lot, right? Let's just do single family, 2,344. So let's do some more. Let's come down here and let's say we want only out-of-state absentee owners, 398 people. So they may have some level of motivation because they don't live in the state. Isn't that cool? All this data is pulled directly from the courthouse. And like Carlos was saying earlier, all this stuff is public record, you just paying for convenience.
One of the things you think about quickly is when you start getting a lot of leads, you're trying to figure out how do you manage those leads. As he talked about stacking your leads, so Podio gives you the capability of being able to stack your leads so you can kind of check them off, and I'll show you how that works. One of the things good about Podio is that you can integrate it with Google Voice. So, like for example, if someone texts me a lead, sometimes I had a postal office or somebody from the post office sending me vacant properties from the mail. And if they text my number, what happens is once they text the number, of course I receive the text, but of course it comes into Podio. So I can automatically start working on that lead. So on my website, anybody who goes to my website, those leads come into Podio. When I make offers on properties, or if I'm trying to figure out what offer should I make, I can put the calculations in Podio, I can put the ARV and the rehab, and Podio will automatically tell me what I need to offer on this property and the ranges that I need to offer. If I'm trying to wholesale it, it'll tell me what I need to get the price of the property at so I can sell it off to an investor at a great price. The people that work with me, Greg right there, he sometimes goes to the probate office and he'll upload his probate leads right into Podio, and then we'll start working probate leads. This here is negotiation status, right? So basically I put in the field that I want to sell this property in 4 months. Podio automatically starts calculating numbers from my holding costs and everything for that 4 months. From my mortgage payments to even the agent commission, that if I got to pay an agent to sell a property, even though I am an agent, I want to make sure I'm getting this property below 6%. So when I sell it, I'm still really good when I sell it.
I have been doing cold calls for a while. I'm not gonna say I was doing it wrong, but I learned that there's a better way to do it. You have to figure out a way to get a person to engage with you, and you don't want to sound like you're a salesperson when you call them. I learned about pattern interrupts, and I noticed I've been having more conversations with people. And so, I got some training on sales, and again, we talk about free, but at some point, you're gonna have to start investing in yourself and spending money to learn how to sell. And I learned how to do a no prospecting cold call. and it allows me to have more conversations. This is another system. This system actually costs money, and this is Mojo. And what it is a dialer, and it allows you to dial 3 numbers at a time. So you can literally, in 1 hour, call 80 people. Then you can also hire a virtual assistant, which that's what I do. I hire a virtual assistant, and then they can log in, same way with Podio. They can log in, and then they can make the calls for you while you're at work.
I can tell you the reason for my call, and you can tell me if you can keep talking, but if I hear a dial tone, I know your answer.
And so, did y'all hear that? I was taught that you need to have a pattern interrupt. And so now I just call and just say, hey, how you doing? My name's Carlos Carroll. And then just be quiet. And so quite naturally, a person gonna be, who? Carlos who? You know what I'm saying? And then I go from there.
Okay, all right, how about you give me 30 seconds and I can tell you the reason for my call, and you can tell me if you can keep talking, but if I hear a dial tone, I know your answer.
And so that right there breaks the ice, because I'm giving him permission to hang up on me. And so people's natural inclination is not to be rude, so most of the time they're gonna say, all right, make it quick. I mean, you will get some people to be like, no, I'm not interested, but at least they'll tell you. Y'all can't be scared to make calls because, you know, that's what you're gonna have to do. You know, you're gonna have to talk to some people at some point. And so the only way you're gonna get good at it is just do it and mess up. And the good thing is you can mess up in the privacy of your home and nobody gonna hear it, right? You're gonna mess up in the privacy of your own home, and then you're gonna laugh about it when you go back and listen to the recording. Everybody's going at the same, we basically fishing from the same pond. So it's like, how are you gonna differentiate yourself from everybody? But there's enough money out here for everybody though, for real, so.
I thought that the session was very useful, very educational, and I cannot wait to get started with my team that I'm working with Kerry Woods, and yeah, it was very educational. I can't wait to get started.
Man, I thought the cold calling session was fantastic. The way Carlos kind of approached some of the scripts, kind of went over some of the rebuttals. Definitely something I can take away from this and use my business.
The seminar was educational and motivational. I appreciate all the information I got. Thank you.